Hi, Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. Welcome back to our English class with me, Teacher Eza. We are in Unit 9, A Heart of Gold. So prepare your textbook as well as your writing exercise book and turn to page 88 on your textbook. Are you ready to learn today? So let's start our lesson. Okay, you can see on page 88 there's example of formulator. So what is a formulator? A formal letter is a letter written in formal language with a specific structure and layout. Okey, formal letter dalam bahasa Melayu adalah surat rasmi. Surat rasmi haruslah menggunakan bahasa baku bahasa Melayu ataupun bahasa Inggeris. So if you want to write a formal letter, you have to use a formal language, whether it's English or Malay. And it has a specific structure and layout, means it has a specific format. When you write formal letter, it has to be in specific format. We write formal letters to seek permission, to complain, or to apply jobs. So basically, we write formal letter in a certain occasion or for a few reason. Sebagai contoh di sini untuk meminta kebenaran, untuk membuat aduan atau untuk mencari pekerjaan. Okey, ada beberapa situasi yang kita perlu menulis surat menggunakan format surat rasmi. Okay, so look at the example on page 88 on your textbook. Najmi was absent from school. His father wrote a letter to Encik Hakimi. So this is the example of formal letter. So basically, this is the letter that Najmi's father wrote to Najmi's class teacher, Encik Hakimi. So the first thing in a formal letter, you must have a sender's address, alamat pengirim. Okay, Naim bin Ahmad, and then the home address. Next, date, the day that he wrote the letter. Okay, the day that he wrote the letter, and receiver's address ataupun alamat penerima. Alamat penerima is the class teacher, Encik Hakimi, right? Encik Hakimi bin Razman, 6 Robotics, SK Tunas Cipta, for example. And then you have salutation. Salutation ni inilah Dear Encik Hakimi or Dear Puan Mazna, that is the salutation. After that, you have the subject. Permission to be absent from co-curricular activities ataupun tajuk. Next, you have the body ataupun isi tujuan kamu menulis surat rasmi ini. Okay, you state the reason, the day and date. Next, you have the complimentary closure, yours sincerely. And then you sign, and also the last thing is the sender's name. Okay, and take note over here, if you use a name such as Encik Hakimi, okay, take note Encik Hakimi, close with yours sincerely. Okay, the complimentary closure has to be yours sincerely. For an unknown recipient, use dear sir or madam and close with yours faithfully. So if your salutation, you say here, Dear Sir. There's no name, unknown receiver. So the complimentary closure, you have to use yours faithfully. Okay? take note the difference. If there's name, you use yours sincerely for complementary closure. If the receiver was unknown, you use yours faithfully. Okay, do you understand that? Okay, so basically, this is the format for formulator. First one, you must have sender's address. You must state the sender's address or your address if you are the one who write the letter, so you must state your name and also your address. And then second, you must put the date. Third, the receiver's address ataupun alamat penerima. And then salutation, dear Puan Maznah or dear Madam. And then next, you must have the subject. This is very important. The reason why you wrote the letter. Okay? Um, and then you have the body, isi penting, complementary closure, sign, and also your name, sender's name ataupun nama pengirim. Okay, so this is the format for formulator. Now, let's look at page 89. Rearrange the information below to form a formulator. Okay, dia sudah bagi sini hint lah ataupun informasi dan kamu perlu susun mengikut format formulator. So let's do this together. Okay, first one. What is the first thing that we must write in formulator? Right, it's the sender's address. Okay. The second one, the date. Right, tarik. And then you have the receiver's address, alamat penerima. Next, we have salutation. Right, salutation, remember. The dear sir, dear madam, that is the salutation. And then you have the subject, the body. Okay, there's two. Closure. What else? Complementary closure and sender's name. Right, and don't forget to sign. Okay, you sign first and then you put your name under the sign. Okay, so for this one, you don't have to write. You don't have to write it. So if you write it in a full paragraph, in a full format, formulator, this is how you do it. Okay, you have the sender's address, the date, the recipient's address, salutation, subject, the body, okay, complementary closure, sign here, and also the sender's name. And you don't have to write this one as well. This is just an example, okay, for the full written later. So now it's time to do your task. Okay. Six Robotics plans to visit Setia Kasih, the home for the elderly. Brainstorm the ideas given below to request permission from the officer in charge to visit the home. So you have to write a full formulator based on this outline given. Okay, you can refer this on your textbook on page 89, but I give you the full outline already, so you just have to write the full later. Okay, let's look one by one. purpose of the visit. You have to state the purpose of your visit to Setia Kasih. Okay, for example, I give you here, donate some essential items and put on performance to entertain the residents. So point A and point B is the reason for your visit to Setia Kasih. Okay, and you mention it in the body. Later you mention it in the body of the letter. Okay, next, the date and time of the visit. For example, date 28 August 2021. Time from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Okay, number of teachers and pupils. Example, 4 teachers and 20 pupils. So you have to mention the numbers. Okay, how many teachers and how many pupils. Okay, lastly, the officer in charge, Encik Hakim bin Hassan. So basically, Encik Hakim is the receiver of your letter. Okay, keep that in mind. Encik Hakim is the receiver. So your task today is to write the letter in full format of formal letter. Okay, so these are the example of the full format. Okay, I give you the receiver and also the sender's address. So you just have to fill in the other information based on this one. Okay, based on this one. So this is your address, the sender's address, Sekolah Kebangsaan Rugading, mailbox 370-89208 Tuaran, Sabah. So this is your address. And then next you state the date. The day you write the letter. Today's date. Okay, today. Then next is the Setia Kasih address or the receiver's address. Setia Kasih Elderly Care Center, mailbox 118-884050 Kota Kinabalu, Sabah. So you don't have to change anything on the address. I give you already. Okay, and then the salutation. Dear what? Encik Hakim. Dear Encik Hakim. So you put his name there. Dear Encik Hakim, permission to visit what? Where do you want to visit? State the place. And then the body. As the secretary of what? Name of your class. Name of your class of SK Rugading. I would like to ask permission to visit the place that you want to visit. We, a group of how many teachers and how many pupils, would like to visit the name of the place on, you state the date, from, you state the time, from what time until what time. Okay, and then the reason. The purpose of our visit is to, then you state the reason A, and you state the reason B. I hope to get a reply as soon as possible. Yours, your complimentary closure. Remember, if you put name here, your complimentary closure must be yours sincerely. Okay? If it is an unknown receiver, you put yours faithfully. But since you have name, so you put yours sincerely. Okay, and then you sign and then sender's name, your name. Okay, so make sure you write the letter based on this information. Okay, so that's it for today. See you on next class. Take care of your health. Stay safe wherever you are. Goodbye. Assalamualaikum.